the music of the morning drive. Recognize the rough starts, the stalls, the backfires. Vehicles, like musical instruments, have to be tuned regularly, or the performance you get out of them will be a very sad song.
Hi, and welcome to Service Talk. Ever since vehicles acquired electronic ignition and fuel injection systems, the idea of a tune-up has become more of a cleanup. And the truth is, despite the sophistication of today's vehicles, and probably because of it, fuel system cleanups have never been more important to your vehicle's performance.
And one reason why is the demand for vehicles that are more and more efficient, powerful, and environmentally friendly. Three factors that tend to work at cross purposes in your vehicle's engine.
The result is a very rapid buildup of deposits that literally starve your engine for air and fuel. Here to explain what is happening to create those deposits is our very own carbon-based expert, Dr. John, who's standing by to put the subject of your fuel induction system on the rack.
Today's engines do have a tendency to get congested with deposits, and the source of those deposits is actually in the fuel, not the engine. Environmental regulations have created a demand for cleaner burning fuels, which sounds great and is for the environment, but it's not so great for your engine because these new fuel formulations tend to be waxy and like to leave deposits in a couple of critical areas. And with this video scope, I can show you some of my cruddiest home videos. Come on, let's take a look.
It's time for Cruddiest Home Videos with Dr. John.
Now here's one area right here at the top of the piston. There's not a lot of clearance between the top of the piston and the top of the cylinder as they cycle up. If you get a buildup of just 20 thousandths of an inch, your engine may suffer a loss of power. This buildup is very typical and can begin at about 10,000 miles. Now this is the fuel intake. Get even a small amount of deposits on the valves, ports, and injectors here, and you can begin to restrict the flow of fuel through the engine. You'll have the feeling of pumping the accelerator and getting no acceleration. Of course, fuel and air are inseparably linked together in the operation of your fuel induction system, particularly in today's engines. That's because of this valve, called an EGR, for exhaust gas recirculation. The EGR actually redirects that portion of the fuel which has been converted to exhaust gas back into the air intake system to mix with the engine's air supply. But the exhaust gas is obviously not as pure as the air coming in from outside the engine, and those impurities can form still more deposits, this time in this area called the plenum. The result can be a choking off of some of the system's air and a corresponding loss of performance. So with all those opportunities for a buildup to form, what can we do about it?
It keeps valves like this from getting like this.
That's what today's fuel system cleanup is really all about.
Using our specialized service equipment and the highest quality products, our service center will perform a complete induction system cleanup. This service is designed to break up, then remove the deposits from each of those problem areas that John mentioned without damaging any gaskets or seals. That's another strength of our cleanup service. It doesn't involve taking your engine apart and using the abrasive brushes that used to be necessary.
To give you a sense of the impact this complete induction system cleanup service can make, we have some before and after pictures.
Pretty amazing how much fuel deposits can build inside your engine, isn't it? And even more amazing is how clean it can get.
Of course, if you really want to talk about a dirty engine, we haven't even mentioned the truck driver's best friend, the diesel engine. That's right, diesel fuel is a lot closer to oil than well-refined gasoline, so it takes a lot more heat to burn it. And when it burns, it leaves a sooty grime that will clog up the fuel injectors in short order. And it's the fuel injectors we attack when we service a diesel car or truck's fuel induction system. The process injects a cleaning solution directly into the fuel line. then just runs the fuel through its paces for about 15 minutes. The jump you get in power and performance will be immediately noticeable.
So whether you're burning octane or diesel, when was the last time you gave your vehicle a fuel induction cleanup? If you're starting to notice a rough idle, hesitation when you accelerate, a loss of power on the highway, or a decline in your fuel efficiency, these can be dead giveaways that you need this service.
Be sure to talk with your service representative and pick up literature on our complete induction system cleanup service while you're here today.
Gentlemen and ladies, start your engines.
Unmatched within the industry, the Lifetime BG Protection Plan covers the major systems of your automobile for life at no extra charge. Lifetime BG Protection is included in every engine, fuel, transmission, driveline, cooling, power steering, and brake service. There's no deductible, and it's transferable when you sell your vehicle. Ask your service advisor for details on the Lifetime BG Protection Plan. That's BG, as in be good for life.